Hey guys, Brandon Woolum. Today we are checking in with Paul and Hannah McClure of Bethel Music. How are you guys?
So good. Thanks for having
Good.
us on today.
Yeah, as we sit here just a couple days away from the new album, After Your Heart Live, going to be out there on August 29th. So it may be out there already by the time the algorithms have fed you this interview. So if it
Yeah.
is, go pull that up. And it's an album you guys have described as a return to your intimate roots of spirit-led worship. So tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about the album and what it means for you both personally and musically.
Yeah, man. This has been a really special project for us. One of the special things is just doing it with our friends. So we got to work with David Whitworth and Matt Ogden, who produced it, who also did our Christmas album, and are just amazing guys and great friends. And then getting to have a lot of our friends be a part of the recording. We had our daughter dance on one of the songs, which was so special for
Yeah.
us. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's kind of just this return to our first love, and the songs are about that. It's about
Mhm.
chasing after the heart of God, as if it's the first time, because we all need that
Mhm.
reminder of who He is, and our status as sons and daughters of God.
Yeah. And we've grown up in the church, so our heart is for songs for the church.
Yeah,
And so I think more than any project we've done, it feels truly authentic to what
yeah,
we burn for, which is having language for people in church to connect with God.
yeah.
And getting to do that with people that we love was just such a great experience.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys are probably at a point in your career too where making these live worship albums are much less stressful than actually going into a studio and having to do it the other
Right.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this in one night, and we did one, live take. So it was like nail it or
Yeah. No pressure.
we don't know what happens. And it really was such a special night. Like, it went better than we could have imagined.
Mhm.
And the Holy Spirit showed up in a real way. It wasn't
Yeah.
this like fake forced thing. Like, we were actually encountering Him, which was so special.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to hear a few of the singles off the project already. How have listeners and your church community out there responded to what they've got to hear so far? The folks that weren't there that night you recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think good so far. We've only heard encouraging things, but that's mainly our team
Yeah.
encouraging us. But yeah, we have amazing people surrounding us that are
Yeah.
supporting us and encouraging us through the process.
I think that's the beautiful thing about worship, is that anyone and everyone can connect
Mm,
through worship and connect to God. And so
yeah.
it's just been amazing, even throughout our career of doing this, of our history with God, giving language to someone else in their
Mm,
connection with God. It's really a
yeah.
wild experience. So we don't want to just make another album. We want to make an
Yeah.
album that feels timely and feels like it is going to connect people with themselves and their personal relationship with God. So it's been doing that, we think, and we hope it continues to do that.
Yeah, as worship leaders, how do you find that balance when you're creating those personal worship anthems for you that also serve not only the church here in America, but really a global church audience now?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think there's a level of vulnerability that
Hmm.
it seems like the Lord honors if you're willing to kind of open up in your own heart what the Lord is doing. It usually connects with someone else, or if you're
Hmm.
going through adversity or the season you're going through, that will usually connect with someone else if you're willing to talk about it and sing about it. And
Yeah.
so I think that's what we have seen so far is that
Right.
people are able to connect just because we all are humans and have
Right.
human experiences and are longing and aching for connection with God.
Yeah.
Yeah, were there any songs on this project that kind of surprised you how they came together, whether it was in the writing sessions or even after that night you were recording it, you came out of it and was like, whoa, that sounded
Yeah.
better than what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of them happen like that. Because we a lot of these songs we've been working on for years. They've been in the
Yeah.
pile, and so we don't know when we're in the process. Are these good anymore? Are these going to connect people? Good Things, which is one of the singles. We led that song. I mean, rewrote it probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
We led it at church so many times. We're like, I don't think this song is any good. And then it ended up being one of our favorites on the album, which is such a God thing,
Yeah.
and a fun surprise. But yeah, a lot of the songs you just never know. You're kind of like, here's our baby. We hope you like it and don't think it's ugly. That's kind of process of creativity, I think.
Yeah, when folks get this album After Your Heart here in just a few days, they give it a good listen. What's the one you want to make sure they really dig into the lyrics and don't miss some of the messaging that's hidden in there, or maybe not hidden?
Wow,
Good question.
man. I feel like we're pretty proud of all of them at this point. But I mean, I think the lyrics of Holy Hands
Yeah.
is one of my favorites just because it's all language surrounding who God is. And it's kind of impossible to sing that and not feel like just the magnitude of who God is.
Yeah.
And so those are always my favorite songs, the ones that just are about Jesus and point you back to who he is.
Yeah. There's a song called Feet of Jesus that we really love on this project that our daughter danced to, which was just such a special moment for us. But that song, you know, the chorus is whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. And that's just such an important reminder for us of where we're looking for our hope and our future and our answers.
Yeah, when you're part of a bigger collective like Bethel, what is the process of putting out an album like this and picking the songs? How did these songs make it to your album and maybe not a Bethel music album?
Yeah, great question. You know, sometimes there's some crossover. We put Even Though I Walk, which is a song we released last year with the We Must Respond. Some of them will show up in a few places, which hopefully means it's good and people are connecting with it. But it's a little different when it's just, you know, solo artist project versus like a Bethel Music Collective. That process is like very much out of our hands. We submit songs and then they choose what fits best with the project. This one was special because we got to kind of see what's speaking to us, what do we feel God on, and had a little more autonomy to pick the songs ourselves, but obviously work with our producers who have a great gauge for what's connecting.
Yeah, worship music just continuing to evolve and change a lot over these past few years. How do you see God moving in this current generation of worship leaders and songwriters?
Man, great question.
Yeah, we've been processing this recently because our son just entered into youth group, which is wild because I feel like we were just in youth group. But it's been fun to kind of see his journey and just young people in general going into the worship space, and how it affects them and the songs that affect them. It's different than what, you know, our experience for sure. And so I think being open to that, and just praying that the Holy Spirit would touch every generation, whatever it looks like, and that the songs don't have to look the same as our songs. But just praying for encounters, really.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty and the challenge of writing worship songs is a lot of times you're saying stuff that has been said for hundreds of years, and you're trying to present it in a fresh and creative way that people can connect to in this generation. And I don't think we by any means think that we're connecting with Gen Z or whatever the other younger generations are. We hope we are, but we don't know. But it is, you know, I'm just so grateful for any songwriter that's out there that presents holy, holy, holy. That is a timeless truth of who God is. And it captures our attention again, or our heart again. So that's our pursuit. And what we see a lot of people going after still, which is beautiful.
Well, the new album will be out there in a few days if you're seeing this today, or it may already be out there streaming if it's after August 29th. After Your Heart Live from Paul and Hannah McClure of Bethel Music. Good hanging with you guys today.
You too, man. Thanks for having us on.